Hello everyone. In today's video, I'm going to be speaking about surviving in a new country, new city, in a new location. It's extremely important for career success. I recommend everyone to try moving out of your hometown and living in a new city or a new country or a new location.
मैं चला जाऊंगा
हाँ, जा
मैं चला जाऊंगा
हाँ हाँ जा
मैं सचमुच चला जाऊंगा
चल 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 चल
मैं जा रहा हूँ
अरे तू जा रही
Where you don't have your comfort zones because it stretches you. It gives you things that you never thought of. It gives you knowledge and skills that you would have never gained. I'm a big believer in making changes in this kind of way to grow you as a person, which will help you succeed in your professional and personal side as well. So please continue watching the video till the end because I will be sharing my own experiences of how I moved to Australia as a local Indian. How did I not only survive but thrive and succeeded in a foreign country? Let's get started. So I moved to Australia when I was 23 years old. All life lived in India, most likely only in Chennai, in southern part of India. Haven't traveled a lot as well those days. We were not a very wealthy family to be having a lot of holidays. And most of the times, my dad would like to claim the LTA as cash because we needed it at home for our living expenses as well. So the first time I ever took a flight was when I flew to Australia. I landed there as a foreigner, not knowing anyone, no relatives, no family or friends. It was just myself and another friend of mine who was also studying in the same college. We went together. One of the first things I really struggled was getting used to the way of life because everything goes so quiet in Australia after 6 7 p.m. First 3 months I wanted to come back. But then I realized I have to take matters in my own hands because I have taken a big loan back home and I have to pay them back. So, what did I do? First thing I recommend all of you when you travel to a new place is to make local friends. We all have a habit of just hanging around with the same kind of people that we're used to. Like if you're from Chennai, you hang around with Tamil people. You're from Punjab, you hang around with Punjabis if you find them. Or you try and look for them. You try and find them as well. I didn't want to do that. I realized that if I have to survive and succeed, I have to make local friends. So in the college, I started hanging around with people who are from other countries. I made friends who were Indonesians, Thai, Pakistanis, Australians, Greek, Italians, Swiss, Germans. A lot of these people started getting acquainted with me, and I took an initiative to communicate with them, to speak to them, to go out for a drink with them, for a coffee, lunch, get to know their cultures, understand how their life operates. What do they eat? What do they wear? What language do they speak? What's their way of life? Even when I joined Schindler in Australia, I always made it a point to every day meet a new person and get to know them. This is a very, very important skill everybody should adapt, which helps you improve your communication and your networking skills. So when you get to know the locals, you know the local way of life and you start behaving like one. Remember the reason why a lot of times, like Indians, you hear of racist attacks or Asians being attacked is because we just behave like our own person wherever we go. Like I've heard so many times, we speaking local language in a foreign country, in a public bus or a train, in a very loud voice as well, which is very irritating for the locals. So we need to be aware of the local customs, the unsaid rules, what kind of behavior is accepted. So speaking loudly is not something they appreciate, especially if it's a local language. Eating in a public transport is also not something they like because the smell of your food can be nauseating for them. Just be mindful of it. Walking with a same sex colleague hand in hand or catching hold of each other's hands may also be construed as a gay or lesbian. There's nothing wrong in being one, but if you're not one, you may be sending wrong signals as well. These are some things I just picked up. Nobody taught me these things. Then you start learning some of the local accents in English. Like in Australia, we say fad income. You don't say Australia, you say Australia. It's a bit different. So I picked up these local lingos and started using it. So people start getting comfortable with you. They feel you're a local. The second important thing is to try local cuisine and local food. Don't just always try eating your own food wherever you go. And I've seen that many people doing it. Everywhere they go, they look for dal chawal. Nothing wrong. Of course, you should have it. But try and get used to local food as well. Because sometimes you may get to some places where you may not get it. And you may behave like a typical foreigner. Try and be seen as one among them, because then they include you in their lives as well. So trying local food was another great thing I did. The other suggestion I have, which is also something I practiced, is being part of local clubs. Whether it's a music club, church, temple club, religious club, sports club, get to be part of local clubs, local libraries. There you meet people, there you network and you make friends. And if you're working there as a part-time student or if you're working there as a full-time person, try and make local friends. Don't just hang around with the same people as well. So overall, it's about really embracing the local flavors. Don't talk down upon them. Don't look at their negative sides and blow them up, even when you're talking to your friends. Try and find good things everywhere and everyone. And this is something I always followed. Very soon, I had a big gang of local friends. And we were hanging out a lot. They were helping me not only for my work, studies, but also personal life as well. They even call you home, treat you with their local cuisine, and you just start feeling part of their life. The more and more you feel part of their life, you feel more and more comfortable with your life. These are some small things you can all do when you're working outside your comfort zone. Because every new person you meet, your goal should be to learn from them. Anything, personal, professional, whatever it is. And every time you learn something, your knowledge widens, which helps you in securing better jobs. Of course, you make huge networks. Because I spoke to a lot of local people, I found a lot of part-time jobs easily, which I could help me pay my bills. Connecting with local people also helped me find my first job in Moran. Connecting with local people helped me also to find my internship opportunities. And later on at work, it helped me succeed a lot in closing sales, in getting more business, and widening my network to even find good talents around the board. My dear friends, the world is so huge. There's a lot to learn, there's a lot to embrace. Are you embracing things, or are you just stuck to your own ways of upbringing, food, clothing, culture, everything? Take the best of everything and make yourself the best of best ever. Thank you so much for watching this video. Stay fit, stay positive, keep chasing obscene success, and of course, click on the subscribe button. Thank you.